morning, everyone. My name is Tony Park, and I am a clarinetist based in New York City. So today I want to talk about goal setting because this is January 1st, 2020. I wanted to talk about this because I am particularly happy with the two of the goals that I set last year and how I worked on them. So the first one was to learn to make a sound on the flute and learn a few notes on the flute. For me, that was kind of a very intimidating goal because I have actually set that goal before, and it just never worked out. I would practice seriously, quite hard, and nothing would come out. And so this time I said, hey, I gotta do something. I really want to get this done, or as in like not become the best flutist there is, but just to learn to make a sound and also be able to play a little bit. And the second goal is losing weight, being more active and being more fit. And so anyway, so let's go back to the flute one for now. So what I did was first I had a practice journal. I have a practice journal where I kind of kept track of my clarinet practicing, saxophone practicing, flute practicing, whatever. And of course, it never really happened like every day, but and I never had the time or the patience to write it down every time on the book when I did practice. But I think it's still encouraging to always open it up and see that, wow, like I actually worked on this more regularly than I thought, or longer than I thought. So sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm just doing laundry right now, so I'm kind of out of it. But yes, now I can make a sound on the flute. And next one was, what was the next one? So flute and losing weight. I wanted to lose weight mainly because it's kind of a little weird to talk about, but being a Korean person in Korean culture, in New York City, there's a lot of Korean people and a lot of students I teach. In fact, at this point, maybe 99% of the 90% of the students I teach are Korean, and parents often will say, hey, like, how'd you get so fat, the last two months, or like you look a little fat these days. So anyway, I just got tired of hearing that. Yeah, and they do say that, by the way, to your face. It's just a different culture. And the funny thing is, I actually grew up not so Korean for a big chunk of my life. I did grow up in Korea, and then I grew up in Canada. And then suddenly, like in New York City, living here a few years, I got weirdly integrated into the society, which I don't, it's fine. I like it, but it comes with all these social things that I was not used to, so it takes a bit of getting used to. But anyway, so getting back to why you're so fat thing. First of all, how rude. But yeah, anyway, I wasn't really happy with how I was looking either. So I I started going to the gym more, but didn't really work. I was feeling fine, but I just I was still heavier than I would like to be. So I just stopped drinking beer and stopped eating past 8 p.m. every day. And so first week I lost, I think I lost 6-7 pounds. Yeah, that's crazy. And I think that's just a testament to how badly I was eating, not how dedicated I was to this diet. Well, that too, but And when you're so used to certain, lifestyle diet, it's really hard to give up in the beginning. But anyway, it's fine. Now I don't really miss it that much. The craving kind of goes away after, like, for me, it only went away like 2 months into it. So you have to really stick with it. Well, I did anyway. I'm just gonna have a little wine. And it is past 8, but wine is okay. For me, wine is okay. Beer is not okay. All those carbs are not okay past 8. But I know, and wine is still fattening, whatever. Going back, what was he talking about? Yeah. So, and then, you get on this, cycle of action. You go to the gym, you try to be more careful what you're eating, be more conscious, and then you lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds. And then I actually ended up losing, I think, like 22 pounds, like between June and now. Now is what? January 1st, the year after. So, 6-7 months, I guess. And yeah, I did kind of fail in the middle, but you try again. You just kind of keep going forward, and then you lose weight. And who knows, I might, relapse and gain like 30 pounds, but I'm still proud of the progress I made, and I think I really like this. I really like having lost that much weight. And I will talk about that in a different vlog or entry or whatever this is. So, I really recommend, as you are setting goals this year, first of all, write them down. It's, it makes it kind of a contract between you and yourself. And you can always kind of come back to it and revisit it. My wife and I, we put it up on our fridge. I think she took it down because people were visiting, and she didn't want to get embarrassed by them, but because they're quite specific. So write them down and be really specific with your goals. And number 2, set specific and realistic goals, even if you're not planning on achieving all of the goals. Like, one of the goals I set for myself last year was read 5 books, and I don't think I really expected myself to read 5 books, but I ended up reading 2, I think 2 books, so it's still better than nothing. So I think if I didn't write that down, I would have honestly forgotten it, even though it seems like such an easy thing to remember. As life happens, you get busy, and a daily grind, you forget anything and everything, or at least I do. So write them down, be as specific as possible, and as realistic as possible for you, because you want to feel good every time you achieve those little goals. And I love setting little goals and making a list and little goals, because then you feel, accomplished, and you get motivated and more motivated to achieve new goals and more goals. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year. And I do hope to, I don't want to commit, but I do hope to, or plan to make more videos. So, take care. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.